Hey losers, welcome back to my channel. It's fucking October and oh my god, I'm just so excited about it. I'm so excited to watch my little spooky movies and read my little spooky books and just have like a really great relaxing month and just do things that I really love all fucking month. It's like an entire self-care month, like a whole month dedicated to my well-being almost. The most wonderful time of the year. It's October. It is Halloween season. It's Halloween month, and in going with tradition, I don't know how many years I've been doing this, maybe like 3 or 4 or 5. I am reading novellas for October. So I have got picked out 13 books this month that I don't think I will get to all of them, but I'd like to, you know, do a little picky, a little choosy, and these are books that I'm really interested in and I would like to read them, starting with It's Me Charlie by C.M. Guidroz. I don't know how to say this wonderful woman's last name, but this is a book about catfish who is kind of weaseling their way into a woman's life, and I'd really like to read this. It's really short. It's like, what, 62 pages, 64 pages, something like that. It sounds great. I can't wait to read it. Then I've got, of course, actually this was on my list for last year and I didn't get to it. That's okay. This is Halloween Party by R.L. Stine. This is a Fear Street book about a Halloween party that goes wrong. These people get invited and then their party gets a little too spooky, apparently. So there's going to be an uninvited guest at this Halloween party on Fear Street. You cannot go through October without reading a Fear Street book, nor can you without reading a Goosebumps. This is the next one on my list. Only number 3, huh? Monster Blood, which was my daughter's like favorite episode of the TV show for a really long time, but she would call it Monker Blood. So she'd be like, Mom, watch Monker Blood. So we would watch Monker Blood again and again. And this is about this, this is about a young boy who's visiting his weird aunt, who's like super fucking weird, right? She's a weird old lady, doesn't have kids of her own. And he finds this like green gunk and he's not supposed to touch it, but he does. And it like turns into like this big like Nickelodeon slime ball. And if you eat it, if you ingest it, or if it ingests you or something like that, like you don't really act the same. Then another book that I'm like 100% certain has been on a previous October TBR. This is The Magpie Coffin by Wile Young. This is a splattering Western book. It says this is about an outlaw named Salem Covington. Oh, his mentor has been murdered and he vows vengeance on the perpetrators. So something about some stuff, Magpie Coffin, I don't know. Like, I've been reading Western-y type stuff and learning about Western-y type stuff, and it's just got me in a mood. And I'd like to read that. Also on my list, Exquisite Corpse by Poppy Z. Brite. I've never read any of Brite's work at all, but I just, you know, you always hear about it, how like beautifully grotesque it is, and I would like to try it out for myself. This is about two men who, like, it's like one of those things where it's like if these two people hadn't met, probably this horrible thing wouldn't have happened at all. But it was just like a perfect storm where these two terrible people meet, and they kill and keep the corpse of a young man. And I don't know what else. I don't know. I mean, like, I can only imagine, but it's supposed to be such a, like I said, beautifully grotesque book, and I would like to read it finally. Then on my list is The Girl in the Video by Michael David Wilson, another one that has for sure been on a list of mine in the past. It says, after a teacher receives a weirdly arousing video, his life descends into paranoia and obsession. More videos follow, each containing information no stranger could possibly know. But who's sending them and what do they want? The answers may destroy everything and everyone he loves. So I'm assuming they're sending information about himself. but I don't know. So again, another one I'd like to read. And oh, this little shorty that has aliens in it. This is Shooting Star by Joe R. Lansdale. This is about a dude fishing, and he, okay, maybe I should just read it. It says, John Shaw just wanted to go fishing and live off the land. Now he's one of the only few survivors involved in a horrific crash between a locomotive and a flying saucer. So they're stranded, and they're like aliens attacking these people, and it's really also one that's like fucking short as shit. And I've never read Lansdale ever before, so maybe this is my place to start. Next is The Vessel by Adam Nevill. It's been a real long time since I've read one of Neville's books. This is about a single mother, Jess, who gets a job that could really change her life. She is caring for an elderly woman named Flo, and Flo lives in this like really like cool old house. Maybe not cool. It seems like it's a house with a secret for sure. And not only is the house a little bit spooky and weird, but Flo starts to become a problem, maybe influencing the mother Jess's daughter. So I really don't know. I remember hearing really good things about this when it came out. This is only a year or two old, and I'd like to read it. I'd love to read it. Thank you. Next on my list, 19 Birds, 19 Claws and a Blackbird by Agustina Bazterrica. She wrote Tender as the Flash, and this is a short story collection with 19 stories, and like this is already short. This is 150 pages long, so I'm anticipating the stories are also very short and sweet and will go by just nice and easy. Okay, also on my list is The Rue by Alan Baxter. This came across my radar, first of all, because of the artwork, right? Like this is definitely a mock-up of like an old zebra book, and also, you know, the content, a killer fucking kangaroo. This artwork, I believe, was done by Keelan Patrick Burke. It looks like his stuff. Yeah, Elder Lemon, that's him. So this is about a small village in Australia, I'm assuming. A small outback town in Morgan Creek where people are going missing, and who knows what it could be. But actually, we know what it is. It's gotta be this killer roo. Excellent. Love to see it. All right, next on my list is this novella I've had for a while. It's by Rayne King. It's called The Creek. It says it also has a little short story. So this is going to be like very short, I'm assuming. And it says, two teenagers find kindred spirits in each other when fate brings them together. Wiley's simple life is uprooted when the enigmatic Ruby moves into the old campground nearby. The two of them are drawn together instantly. However, Wiley soon discovers a darkness that Ruby harbors, a sadness that he becomes determined to extinguish. But is it already too late? I guess we'll find out. I can't remember exactly why I picked this up, like where I heard about it, but it's been sitting on my shelves for at least a year, like maybe 2. So it's about time I read it. It's spooky season. Let's just fucking do it. Then next on my list is The Salt Grows Heavy by Cassandra Khaw. This is the novella about a plague doctor and a creepy mermaid who find like a strange village. Is it full of children or full of, yeah, ageless children? What? I didn't love her last novella, Nothing But Blackened Teeth, but this one sounds very strange. So, you know what? I'm gonna read it. I have it. I'm gonna read it. And then number 13 on my list is actually not a novella, but I really didn't feel like I could read this at any other point. This is All Hallows by Christopher Golden. And this is about a neighborhood where like these children show up in these weird vintage costumes, and they're like desperate to like get away from this creepy man. And like, that's all I know. And that's all I want to know. And I just want to fucking read it, right? It sounds great. So those are the books I'm reading in October. I would love to hear what you've got planned for your October. Like, what spooky things are you just ready to get into? I'd love to hear. Thank you so much for watching. I will try to be making content more regularly now. We'll see how that goes in October. But anyways, love you so much. Thank you so much. Let me know I don't know what you're doing in October, what you're excited about. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.